All right, folks, today I've got hopefully a quick one. This is a test on the Federal HST 124 grain. I got my hands on some of these for reloading. This is a reloaded cartridge, but I've also tested the factory stuff, and I've set my reloads up to pretty much match what the factory's putting out. These are not available on the market for reloading, unfortunately, but if you know where to go, sometimes you can find them. This is the 124 grain Federal HST. This is regarded as one of the greatest self-defense bullets of all time. We'll be shooting them out of the 9mm. As you can see, I've got two different handguns here. This is my personal everyday carry. It's a Springfield Hellcat. I've got a SIG Romeo 0 red dot sight on it, and love this handgun. The round count for the size of the handgun is unbeaten. There's a few out there that will match that size now, such as the SIG P365. But anyways, this is my personal handgun, and then this is kind of my duty handgun. I use this one primarily for home defense, and I love taking it out and target shooting with it. This is my Springfield XDM Elite, and it's got a 5.3 inch threaded barrel. We're going to shoot the ammo through both and see how they perform and going through denim and water jugs. We're also going to do an accuracy test. I'm going to go back to 15 yards and I'm going to shoot 5 shots out of each handgun. We're going to see how the groups look and whether or not I get what I believe to be acceptable accuracy. I don't know, I'm not the greatest shot in the world, but I think it's important that you take it out, you shoot, and just see how proficient you are in your shooting. So we're going to do some groups at 15 yards. It's not necessarily a representation of the accuracy because I know I'm not perfect, but we're going to see how well I'm able to do with these 124 grain HSTs. Hope you guys stick around and enjoy the video. Also, an unfortunate disclaimer that I hate, but it is what it is. I can't get my chronograph to work today, and so we won't be doing any velocity testing. Just keep in mind that out of a 5.3 inch barrel, there's going to be significant velocity increase with the longer barrel than with the shorter barrel out of the Springfield Hellcat. That's why I'm doing a comparison with both. Some self-defense ammo does really well out of your longer barrels, but what most people carry, these subcompact, micro-compact handguns, they don't do as well. So that's why I want to test it out of both, just to make sure that the ammo will also perform well out of your micro compacts. The reason why is because these micro compacts have shorter barrels, like some of us do, and sometimes it always doesn't work the best. Okay, so we're going to test the accuracy with these two bullets out of both handguns. First up, we're going to do the Springfield Hellcat. I'm going to go back to 15 yards, and I'm going to aim for that little knot right there in the stump. And we'll see what kind of groups we get. Okay, so we've got our 5-shot group at 15. As you can see, it's a group less than half the size of my hand with a 2.3 inch barrel. I'm very happy with that. Let's go get my XDM Elite and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I've got my XDM Elite loaded up with these Federal HSTs, and I scratched a mark in the stump right there. I'm going to go back to 15 yards and see how I group with this pistol. Okay, there's my 5-shot group with the XDM Elite. As you can see, it's less than the size of my hand. I think I could have taken my time a little better with that, but I'd say we have a slightly better group than what I had with the Hellcat. Okay, so we've got 4 def jugs lined up. I've got some jeans sitting in front. There's 4 layers of denim total that we're going to be shooting through. We're going to see if that denim will clog up the hollow point and prevent expansion, but I highly doubt that these HSTs are going to be deterred. They seem to be blind to heavy clothing, and we want, in our defensive ammo, the most reliable expanding bullet we can find. We also want decent penetration, and we don't want over penetration. To me, if this bullet stops in the second def jug, that'd be great. But enough talking, let's shoot it, see how this bullet does. Blammo! Okay, so we had a pretty center hit. We split the jug, we hit the jug right in the middle. We got an exit, got our jeans here. But as you can see, there's an entrance hole on this side and no exit and no attempt to exit. I can see the bullet down in the bottom right hand corner. We're gonna wait to recover it, and we're gonna go ahead and put this jug in the back just in case the next bullet doesn't open. We're more likely to stop it. And we're going to grab the Springfield XDM Elite with a 5.3 inch barrel and see how these Federal HSTs expand. All right, Federal HST out of the Springfield XDM Elite. Got the pants lined back up. Everything should be the same, although the pants are wet now, but there's not much I can do about that. All right, once again we had a center hit, and something interesting, you can see the bullet on the back of the first jug. It smacked the second jug but didn't quite make it in far enough. Let's see if we can pull this out. Nope. Give me a second, everybody, I'm gonna get this bullet out. Okay, so here's both bullets. On the left, we have the 124 grain out of the Springfield XDM Elite, a 5.3 inch barrel. And then we have the 124 grain out of the Springfield Hellcat. As you can see, both bullets expanded absolutely beautifully. As you saw, the Hellcat got a little more penetration, but as you can see, it didn't expand quite as much. There's less surface area creating drag going through the water, and so it happened to penetrate a little further than the 124 out of the 5.3 inch barrel. Now, if we wanted better penetration out of the 5.3 inch barrel, we can always step it up to 147 grain HST, which, like the video and tell me in the comments if you want to see a video with the 147 grain HST. But as you can see, both bullets look like they're relatively blind to having denim in front of them. Both bullets expanded beautifully, and for a self-defense or all-purpose type ammunition, I don't believe you can beat the Federal HST. There might be a few out there that can match it, such as maybe the Speer Gold Dot. However, I have had issues with Speer Gold Dots expanding in denim in the 9mm. In the 40 and 10mm 45, I've never seen it, but out of the 9 I have. Honestly, Federal's done an excellent job creating what I believe to be the best defense hollow point bullet out there, and you really couldn't ask for more. I know normally I end up favoring bonded bullets. This is a non-bonded bullet, but honestly, you can't beat it. Now, I don't think there's any bonded bullets on the market that will. If there are, or you think there's any other bullets that are just as good, or if you think they're better than Federal HST for self-defense, please comment below, let me know. I'll try to get my hands on some and test them. But overall, excellent bullet.